I have two quotes that I want to share with you. Take a chance. All life is a chance. The man who goes farthest is generally the one who is willing to do and dare. Dale Carnegie. Never regret taking a chance, even if you fall on your face. It's better to know you tried and failed than to wonder the great what if. Finding out is better than wondering. It's often way better to take action and fail than to keep asking yourself, what if? Oftentimes, the feeling of what if is worse than the failure you experience. However, failure and rejection only hurt your ego, not you. Failure, in fact, often brings great valuable lessons for your life that help move you closer to success. But when we let the ego cloud our judgment, we often listen to our excuses and not take any action. We know that we need to take action, but sometimes we let fear get in the way and talking ourselves out of taking action. Some days are good, some are bad, some are fun, some are sad. But you don't know which one you get until you experience them. And the same thing is true when you take risks. You don't know what you'll get until you do it. But it's always better to find out than to wonder. Somehow, a brain is worrying more about negative consequences more than the potential gains. That's why it's so important that you need to be aware of how your shy and biased brain works so that you can rewind and change it to work for you. Know the difference between when your gut communicates with you versus when your ego is trying to keep you safe, to keep you comfortable. That is the ego job. Not to get hurt, not to expose yourself to the unknown, to keep you the same to where you are right now. You have to know the difference. Sometimes your intuition only whispers gently in your ear, and you have to listen carefully to that voice and actually listen to it, versus listen to your ego and not take any action. When we say that we need to listen to our intuition, that we need to do what is right for us. But in the time of trials, oftentimes we choose to listen to our excuses more than what we know we need to do. At least for me. I see an attractive girl at the mall, and my gut instinct is to come to talk to her. But do I always do what I need to do? Not really. And when I don't do it, I often beat myself up after that. I often experience a feeling of defeat. Yes, I don't get rejected. My ego is safe and protected. But it usually doesn't really make me feel good about myself after all. My point is, it does nothing good to play it safe. When you listen to your ego and make excuses not to take action, even when it is right, you'll often face regrets later. It's like in my example. Yes, I didn't get rejected, but I will always be wondering after that, versus when I actually get rejected. If I take action, I know for sure that she's not interested, and now I can move on with certainty knowing that I took a shot, knowing that I am afraid, but I take action anyway, knowing that my purpose on earth is to be brave, knowing that when I face challenges, when I face my fears, I don't chicken out, but actually take action and fight out. Yes, taking risks may face intermediate costs, and that's why many, if not most, simply never take any risk at all. However, the costs are usually cheap and affordable, and the rewards, that you receive later will be more than what you can ever imagine. But it's really hard to see it when you face your fears in the moment. But that's why at this moment, when you're calm, when you're clear, you can recognize what action you should take when you actually face challenges. That's why you need to be aware of how your brain works, so that in the time of trials, you don't listen to your ego, you don't listen to your shy brain to tell you not to take action. Your life can only get better when you're willing to take action, when you're willing to take risks. So my darling, take action even when you're afraid, even when you're nervous, even when you're unsure of yourself, even you don't know what you may receive. When we look at our lives, it's not that serious and we make it out to be in the moment. Our lives are very short. We are only temporary on this earth. And the reason I mention this, so that you don't take life so seriously. Life is like a game. You take action and you fail, and life will give you another chance. It's not that big of a deal. Always keep this in mind. Remember, it serves nothing good even when your ego is right. The ego is so good at coming up with excuses to keep you safe, keep you comfortable, not to change, not to risk anything. But no risk equals no reward. And you often face a feeling of what if, of regret later. So it's way better to find out than to wonder. It's better to receive failures than to never try it. I know this is easier said than done. That's why we need to be fully aware of this concept, so that when opportunities present themselves, we don't chicken out and listen to our egos, but to actually take action. I say it again, it's always better to take action and know for sure than not to take action and always wondering. You have to be willing to take risks and let life miracles happen unexpectedly. Be okay with not knowing, and be okay to accept whatever comes your way. Let it go, take action, and let life take care of the result. Accept the good, the bad, the ugly, anything and everything. Do you want to be safe and good? Or do you want to take a chance and be great? Something to think about. Hey, I hope you enjoyed this episode. And if you found it valuable, please take a moment of your time to leave ratings and reviews. That will help this channel a lot. And if you have any question or comment, don't be afraid to contact me. And until next time, thank you for being a loyal listener.